But then you've got
the university's Whitliff Collections is helping Texas Monthly celebrate 50 years of publishing.
So with 50th anniversary of Texas Monthly, we knew we wanted to do something to mark that anniversary. We wanted to celebrate the fact that we have their archives, and we also wanted to really bring out but work that hasn't been seen ever really publicly outside of the pages of the magazine.
Advertising student Fiona Zupke says she enjoys the variety of art on display and loves learning about the behind-the-scenes process.
I always come up to the 7th floor to study and hang out. And then one day I've always seen this here and I was like, you know what, it's time for me to come in. And I actually really like that there's like a lot of stuff to see here, like illustrations and photos and a lot of like cool like behind the scenes stuff from the making of Texas Monthly. Is pretty cool.
Texas Monthly's art and photography are showcased in the collection.
Please come see this. It is an amazing collection of art and it brings all of us joy. So we would love to share that with everybody.
The Whitliff Collections is free to visit on the 7th floor of the Alkek Library. For Bobcat Update, I'm Mekenzie Primm. 25 students meet each week to talk about singer-actor Harry Styles.
If you would have told me that we were like in the future, I'd be like sitting in a class like talking about like stan culture and like Tumblr and like all of this stuff that I grew up with, I just like my brain would have been blown.
Dr. Louis Dean Valencia created the Styles course and had it added to the honors roster.
So a lot of the work is analyzing fan culture, and it'll be also analyzing music and analyzing the ways that people receive this sort of culture.
Texas State student Colette Grace says the class is hard work and students should take it seriously.
We're actually talking about the other things in like the subtitle of the class, so the cult of celebrity and European pop culture, and how those things interact with each other. And I think that Harry Styles is just a very good vessel to be able to look at that.
Styles, who is a 29-year-old, is a 3-time Grammy winner. Before launching his solo career, he was best known for being part of the boy group One Direction. Styles has also been an actor, including a film role in Dunkirk. For Bobcat Update, I'm Mekenzie Primm. The team is called the San Marcos River Rollers. Since 2017, it has gained a following with high-energy, high-contact quad skating.
It's just, there's so much passion, there's so much energy. I mean, there's a lot of people who came out here just because it just makes them feel alive again.
Roller derby teams are comprised of jammers and blockers. The goal is to score points by making more laps than one's opponent. Founding member Angelica Hogan says roller derby has a rough reputation, but it's a show to entertain.
Derby is just controlled hitting. That's you're in control of your body at an accelerated rate. You're able, so we don't just like strap you up in like pads and everything and say, go do it, you know?
The team has 2 weekly practices, one on Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. and the other on Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. at River Ridge Park in San Marcos.
Come on out, get on out here. I mean, a lot of people come out, they don't know how to skate, or they do, or they may have skated a couple times in their like past, or they skated when they were younger at the roller rink. But once you get on skates, it kind of just starts to come back easily, and then you start developing certain skills like how to fall, how to stop, and then you start developing how to hit. So it's a step-by-step learning process. I mean, even myself, who has been doing derby on and off for 10 years, I still don't know certain skills. But it's all about the fun and how to hang out and just be there for one another.
The River Rollers' next match will be on April 22nd in San Marcos. For more information, check them out on Facebook or Instagram at San Marcos River Rollers. For Bobcat Update, I'm Mekenzie Primm. Texas State's Spring 2023 commencement ceremonies will be held May 11th through the 13th at Strahan Arena.
I feel like I've received definitely like a handful of emails like discussing like the events, and it's on their website as well. I've researched, so yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job at like making the information more like known to everybody.
Free parking is available on campus, but because the crowds are expected to be large, the university is urging attendees to arrive an hour before the ceremony starts and use the Texas State shuttle system.
I would suggest definitely getting there. I think an hour early is what I did. And that was pretty easy. I had a lot of time to sit down, and I think I had like maybe 20 minutes before graduation.
Some students will no doubt participate in a bobcat tradition when they jump into the San Marcos River after graduating.
After much debating, I have decided yes, I am, because it's tradition, and you can't break tradition.
Students can go to Texas State Presents online to reserve up to 15 tickets for graduation. The university's commencement webpage has more information. For Bobcat Update, I'm Mekenzie Primm. They say two things are certain: death and taxes. Now, I can't speak on why we're afraid to talk about taxes, but I've always wondered, why can't we talk about death? There's tons of shows about getting younger, and society is always pushing anti-aging creams and the newest health craze that will make you live 10 more years. But why can't we look forward to aging? Hi, my name is Mekenzie Primm, and I've wondered my whole life what it would be like to get old. So now I've decided to take you on my journey. Follow me as I learn about all of the necessary steps of aging, like what is Medicare or Medicaid? What is Social Security? Should I live in a nursing home? How do you write a will? And what are some different funeral options? The process of aging doesn't have to be scary, and in fact, aging is a gift that not everyone gets to experience. Join me in learning how to take hold of your future so you can enjoy your life now.
My life is a lot more complicated than a brain injury.
Artist, lawyer, inventor, victim of a tragic accident. All of these things make up Patrick Fagerberg. But when you take those things away, who is Patrick? Patrick Fagerberg, a man who has lived many lives but feels defined by none of them. And somehow, all of them.
So after an injury, you have a blank slate. And who you're around, and you know, who's motivating and will determine where you end up. And early on, I was around the wrong people, and I went down a path because your brain is malleable again. It's a fresh brain after an injury.
Despite feeling like a blank slate, Patrick recognizes your past is never really gone. It's a part of you forever.
You don't erase your upbringing. You're growing up homeless in Mexico. You don't erase, never going to school and then playing soccer. And so you don't erase all of these memories which created you.
But this recognition isn't easy. There's always regrets, longing, desire for who he once was.
You have to try to move on and knock it out of your mind. That was part of the process early on of like I said, when you grieve, the stages of grief, you have to get through that. And a lot of that is, of course, wanting to be that person.
But all of these pieces of the Patrick puzzle that make one big picture are starting to make one story.
I think as time goes on, to me it seems like it's a smaller and smaller story. And it's getting smaller and smaller. And that's a good thing.
So, who is Patrick? Patrick is his past. He's his present. He's his future. He's everything he's ever been at the same time. He's like his art, without shape, and non-linear, a set of characteristics you cannot define. So, who is Patrick? What do you think?